I think you were right about the light. I know this guy who I think his name is Jonathan Dinsmore, who studies how experiences of transcendence are related to experiences of light. I mean, just cross-culturally, they're like, and then I saw the light, and this is my North Star, and then the light came into my heart. Or
Mm.
there's something that we don't yet understand
Oh, that's how
about this.
Genesis essentially
Yeah.
starts. Story of
Well,
the
first
Bible.
there was the
Let
word,
there
right?
be. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, yeah.
But
Sorry,
it's
as a Jew,
interesting.
I always point out the word first because
No, no,
that's
no, no. But you know, it speaks volumes about how plenty of the traveling around that we do is also. I mean, obviously, maybe not when it's work related, but when it's actually you know, pleasure-driven traveling, how much that's also directed by light. Because when
yeah.
you know, and I see that, you know, I live where I live, right? And through this winter months, we get literally all of Europe hibernating here,
It's like a
right? So different.
pilgrimage to light is
Yeah,
yeah,
it is. And but
yeah.
it's not. And the funny thing is that it starts with 1 or 2 weeks, and then it becomes 2 months, and then
Okay,
three
but
months, and then four
how do we
months.
take like the pilgrimage to light and make that something that people can do in their organizations? I mean, just to switch gears for a
Uh-huh.
second,
Yeah,
right? Like people
Mm.
also get sick of lack of light in their organizations,
absolutely.
right? And how could there be like how can I go to my same country and have blue skies? How can I go to my own organization and have a pilgrimage to light? All right, Luis, how?
Well, I think
Um,
just to build on that, I think that sadly there are many organizations, I'm not going to say most, but many people who or organizational leaders who would rather that their employees work in the dark, i.e., that they only know what the organization wants them to see and nothing else. So I'll just throw that in there.
and I will add on to that, and I will say that probably part of the reason why we may not have that related to light is because a lot of organizations, and by that I mean a lot of people, love to suck the light out of everyone else and keep them in the dark,
They
right?
usually don't know they're doing it. It's not usually nefarious.
Well, it's but
Well,
they know
okay,
they're
I guess
doing it. They, no, no, no,
not
hang on.
everyone, not everyone.
I feel, no, hang on.
Okay.
I think that they know they're doing it because when you take the light out of others, you're also taking away their power to be their selves, to be self-empowered, to make certain decisions, to have their personal agency. So by keeping people on purpose in the dark, you actually basically force them to behave in ways that are not natural for them, right?
But it also
So
hurts you. It also reduces your power. I mean, that's why I'm saying that
true,
I don't think
true.
it's necessarily
But the thing
conscious.
is that, and this is what annoys me a little bit from the whole thing, is that we have taken that as a given of something that we need to suffer from because work needs to be painful.
Yeah.
Can I
Exactly.
swear on this show? No, probably
Yes,
not.
yes,
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna
may.
keep
please,
my.
You
we
may,
have done it
please
before.
do.
That's fucked up, and excuse my
Yes.
French, right? But that's exactly what's happening.
How
Is
many
that we seem
languages can you say that in, by the way?
Yes, please.
far too many to recall. Thank you.
Yes,
No, no, no.
please. I
Please,
don't mean to interrupt you, but go ahead.
Six.
let's hear them.
No, no, but you know, what I find fascinating from that whole notion is that it bothers me when people tell us that we need to do ugly stuff at work because someone needs to do it. Someone needs to be exposed. We don't need to do the toxic things or whatever. We need to put up with the toxic people, right? We need to have those that, you know, take our light out because that's work. You know, work is supposed to be labor, painful. I thought like, no, it's not. It's
Right.
what we have been told that we need to because it's the best way to have you under control.
Yeah.
Is the easiest way to crowd control eventually, right? And then when you start, and that's one of the things that I know, I'm sorry, but it brings me back to these rebels at work, is when you realize that you're being dragged out of your own light into dark, and then you say like, no, stop. I don't want to do that. And that's
Right.
when you're perceived as the outlier, the, you know, heretic or the
Mhm.
rebel at work. And you go like, no, 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 no. It's reclaiming my own personal agency, my own humanity, my own light to be who I can be
Right.
in the organization. So to Julia's point, so what can we do to bring that? Is one of the things that I keep telling people is find those linchpins, those folks who have decided that they want to have their own light with whatever the cost that comes with it, and build a movement around them with them. So
Right.
so that light can become more powerful, and eventually you go against the tide before you realize that you become the tide, you become that light.